I just came back from Walmart, and it appears that Angelina Ballerina has actually taken over the Walmart company. I can tell because they've quit carrying all the products that I listed in that budget that I had the other day that saved me money. And it just doesn't make any sense. They were out of stuff. They no longer they no longer will sell rolls of quarters to customers, so that she's trying to make it difficult for me to do my laundry. So I'm going to have to go elsewhere to get quarters. The main reason that I'm making this video today is because of all the riots happening all over the country. And first of all, I want to assure you that we will get this under control. The reason we're having riots is because Angelina Ballerina is instigating this. She's using her Jesuits to go in there and fuel the flames, and she's combined with brain control. She's using brain control on Democrats and liberals to make them feel that they've been disenfranchised now that Donald Trump has been elected president. Actually, I'm the president. First of all, Donald Trump may have a big ego, but he's not a racist. And he's from New York, for God's sake. New York is not exactly known as the place of racism. The only reason you believe he's a racist is probably because you're under Angelina Ballerina's brain control, if you believe that. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know if she's able to use the electricity coming from the television set or whatever, but it appears she's got much of the United States under her brain control. And like, I was watching Fox News, and one of the reporters was asking a protester at one of these rallies, well, what do you think Hillary would do for your country? Can you name something? Can you name something that she's done in the past 30 years, some accomplishment she's done, which is why you think she should have won the election? And this young person, who I think was a college student, said, well, I benefited from her health plan. And then Sean Hannity in the background said, wait a minute. She was not able to pass the health plan. So how in the world could you have benefited from it? But the reporter missed the ball and didn't, hit the protester with that question and just kind of let it go. But that's what I'm talking about. They're insane. You can't. Hillary Clinton was an Angelina Ballerina supporter. The real Donald Trump was being raped with a dildo from in the front and from behind with the evil Hillary Clinton and Huma Abedin. And it was so bad that his mouth started bleeding. They were forcing dildos into his mouth, and then Vladimir Putin got furious and just nuked everybody, and millions died. This was in Ohio. The reason I'm making this video is those of you who are not the liberals and Democrats are probably looking and saying, the country's going insane. Well, we gotta clamp down on the Democrats. We gotta show them that they can't do this. No, just calm down. Just calm down. You cannot clamp down or argue with insanity. These are all Angelina Ballerina's brain control victims. Again, I'm making this video to request that anybody who has Mensa I.Q, please contact my men at gailsmen@yahoo.com and offer your services to be one of the scientists to help us to find a way to defeat Angelina Ballerina. Until we get that woman locked up or caged, we can't kill her because she's the Antichrist, but we want to come up with a way to cage her so she can't operate. We need scientists. We are fighting UFO technology, which she gets from Satan's fallen angels, even though the UFOs are all out in semen bubbles out there in Satan's ocean and deep space. Angelina Ballerina has their technology, which she's using. So we are up against a formidable foe. Angelina's Satan's right-hand person right now. We need scientists. We need to repopulate Church of Gail. As I said, we lost everyone at Church of Gail. All the men on my marriage list except for Brent Spiner, Vladimir Putin, and Zach Knight. They all died Matthew McConaughey, Gerard Butler, Hugh Jackman, and Judge Terrence Jenkins are Angelina's sex slaves on her pink spaceship. And we also lost Rule 13. Rule 13 has been captured, and I believe she's in prison on Angelina's pink spaceship. And what Angelina's doing, the reason she wants to have Rule 13, Hugh Jackman, Matthew McConaughey, and the men on my marriage list as her captives on her spaceship is that way we can't launch a super Nukkake on the spaceship without endangering their lives. And she knows that Zach Knight would never want to kill Rule 13. So that's probably why her number one reason for capturing Rule 13 and holding her captive. I think we already did launch a super Nukkake on her. We were testing it out. So she knows, she's got an idea of our capabilities, but we need to speed this up. Angelina Ballerina is just such a bad woman. I'm going to say the B word, and that would be an accurate description. We need you, okay? If you have Mensa I.Q, please contact my men. We can use you, even if you're not a scientist. We can still use you. You can be very useful to us. And if you have Mensa I.Q, contact my men at gailsmen@yahoo.com. Americans, don't panic over these riots. I'm doing the most effective thing I can do to deal with it, and that is where our my number one priority right now is to defeat Angelina Ballerina. I've heard some really stupid suggestions, like some people are saying, oh, we should just let California secede. We don't need them. No, that would be a very bad thing to do. That's what Angelina wants. She's working on both Republicans and Democrats. With the Democrats and the liberals, she's using brain control to make them feel disenfranchised and that Trump is going to take advantage of them and that they will not have any rights, which is absurd. Trump's not going to hurt. I'm the Empress. I'm not going to hurt you just because Brent Spiner, my husband, is a Democrat, okay? I don't have a problem with Democrats. And he actually has a kind of a liberal mindset. I'm an independent. I'm in the middle, okay? So I'm able to kind of objectively see both sides. And right now, the Democratic Party is pretty much the establishment, the Jesuit establishment, and they lost in this election. Now, you Republicans and conservatives, listen to me. Don't start calling the Democrats and liberals names. Let's try to really, how should I say this? Let's show some grace and they're not showing any grace and tolerance toward us, but let's not fuel the flame. Let's not fuel the fire. Let's not make it worse. Just be gracious towards them. And now, if they start threatening your life, you need to contact law enforcement. And also, we might be able to contact my men. And men, listen to me. We might need to give some of the citizen scanners, which we can use to execute dangerous Jesuits. So, and this will help us to get rid of some of Angelina Ballerina's Jesuits. So we might just pass out citizen scanners. It's much better than a gun. Because with a gun, if you're under Angelina's brain control, you might end up shooting the gun and killing an innocent person. But the citizen scanner is programmed not to kill until it does a brain scan first to determine that who's going to be executed really is dangerous and needs to go. And in that way, we might be able to overcome some of her brain control. So we might need to pass out citizen scanners to the citizens, especially those who are Trump supporters and feel that their life is in danger because these crazy protesters are threatening to kill Donald Trump and some of his supporters, I think. Angelina Ballerina is using brain control, okay? So let's pass out citizen scanners. Everybody stay calm. And just, if you have Mensa I.Q or are a scientist, contact my men. We are going to come up with, we will defeat Angelina Ballerina. And when we do that, the riots will stop. She's the reason for the riots. She's using brain control, and she's putting her Jesuits in there as leaders to start the whole, and to get everybody all upset. That's what it is. It's brain control. Just like at the Donald Trump rally, the Republicans were under brain control. But when he was being raped from the front and behind, they were all saying that the dildos were part of the rigged by the mainstream media. I mean, that's crazy to think like that. So we're dealing with insanity. There's no way to deal with this except to try to make these people sane. And you're saying, is that possible? I think it is possible. I think we're going to be able to reason with them once we get Angelina Ballerina's brain control off of them. This is not going to happen until we destroy her. So Mensa, anybody with Mensa I.Q, please contact my men. My number one priority as president is to take down Angelina Ballerina. Until we do that, we will not solve any of our problems. That evil Antichrist, she's bad, man. She needs to go down. Jesus said she's 1,000 times more evil than Zach Knight. And she has Satan's satanic powers to use brain control. So please, we need your help. Mensa people, contact my men at gailsmen at yahoo.com. Volunteer your services and help us bring that evil woman down. She's using brain control. And if I'm able to reason with you Democrats and liberals, I don't think I can, because a lot of you are under her brain control. But please understand, you are probably a little bit insane right now. Men, make sure everybody's on Seroquel. Okay? We gotta make sure everybody's on Seroquel. That will help minimize the damage to her brain control. But her brain control is so powerful, we might need to drop some Seroquel bombs. Okay? And get it in the atmosphere. Okay. Signing out now. We need your help, Mensa people. Contact my men.